Welcome to DRM News Global. Today we're diving into something pretty surprising, actually, that's popped up in the streaming world.
Oh, yeah. What have we got?
It's Cenat. He's just announced something called Streamer University.
Streamer University. Okay, that's unexpected. From Cenat.
Exactly. I mean, this is one of the absolute biggest streamers out there, right? 17.1 million followers, popping up at Grammy after parties, the Met Gala.
Right. He's huge. So him setting up a university, it's fascinating because, well, you've got this massive success basically saying, hey, let me help you potentially become a competitor. It's quite a move.
It really is. Someone who's already reached the top, now turning around to share the playbook. It makes you wonder,
Right.
why? What's the strategy?
Or is it strategy? Maybe it's something else.
Well, that's what we want to explore in this DRM News Global analysis. We'll look at what Streamer University actually is based on what's out there, how it's supposed to work, and, why this might be a bigger deal for online content than it first looks.
Okay, sounds good. So where do we start? The announcement itself.
Yeah, let's kick off there. It wasn't exactly low-key. He dropped this really high-budget video. Very slick.
Making a splash right from the start.
Totally. And a clear message. Enroll now. Plus, they've got this motto.
Oh, yeah. What is it?
Chaos is encouraged and content is king.
Huh. Okay. Chaos is encouraged. That certainly paints a picture, doesn't it? It doesn't exactly scream traditional classroom.
Not at all. It feels very much in line with that, raw, unpredictable energy that often makes streaming compelling.
And I heard something about a Hogwarts theme in the promo stuff on Instagram.
Yeah, leaning into that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
It's definitely designed to grab attention, especially with, that younger online audience.
Makes sense. So the actual concept behind it, what's the core idea?
Well, the stated goal is Cenat wanting to share his knowledge, empower the next wave of creators, but also help streamers who are already out there but maybe, stuck.
Wait, so it's not just for people starting from zero?
Apparently not. It's these open to streamers of, all sizes who want to apply. The idea is to give insights that go beyond the obvious stuff you can Google.
That's interesting, because someone like Cenat investing his time and presumably resources into building others up. I mean, you have to wonder, is it pure generosity, or is there a feeling that, a rising tide lifts all boats in the streaming world?
That's a really good question. And it gets even more interesting when you hear about the physical aspect.
Physical? How so?
He's talking about a real-world campus. The plan is to rent an actual university campus for these intensive weekend sessions.
Get out. Really? An actual physical place?
Yeah, imagine getting that kind of hands-on experience, maybe even FaceTime with Cenat himself.
Wow. Okay, that is different. In this super digital world, focusing on, in-person learning and collaboration. It's almost old school, but for something totally new school.
Exactly. It could be a huge advantage for the people who get in.
And who's teaching? Just Cenat.
Well, this is where it gets kind of wild. He's floated this idea of a dream faculty, bringing in other massive names.
Like who?
He mentioned potentially getting Mr. Beast to teach finance classes, the business side of things.
Mr. Beast. Okay, that would be huge.
And Mark Rober for science experiments, doing crazy experiments for everyone's stream. Imagine that content.
Whoa. Mark Rober teaching you how to build viral experiments. I mean, the practical value there, if they pull it off, is immense. That instantly makes Streamer University sound incredibly appealing.
Totally. Having instructors of that caliber would be a massive draw.
Right.
It really underlines that this is about practical, content-focused skills.
So how do people get in? Is enrollment actually open?
It's supposedly open on the website, streamuniversity.com. But reports immediately came out saying the site was crashing.
The classic high-demand website crash. Probably too much traffic?
Almost certainly. It kind of shows the level of interest, right?
Yeah, definitely speaks volumes about his influence and how much people want this.
Yeah.
Do you know how many spots there are?
The word is the first group will be pretty small, maybe around 150 people. So quite exclusive, at least to start.
Okay, so limited spots, high demand. Makes sense.
And the fan reaction online has been pretty intense.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond just trying to sign up, you've got people joking they'll be the groundskeeper or the janitor just to be part of it.
Yeah, that tracks. It shows that strong connection he has, It's not just about the skills, it's about being close to him, his world, his influence.
And, thinking about his motivations, this isn't completely out of the blue in terms of, giving back.
Oh, what else has he done?
Well, there was his effort I think last year or the year before, towards building a school in Nigeria.
Right, I remember hearing about that. So this fits a pattern, maybe.
It could suggest, yeah, that this isn't just some random whim. It might be part of a genuine, longer-term interest in education and, well, empowering people.
That context does make it feel a bit different, less like a sudden business venture and maybe more like an extension of something he genuinely cares about, helping grow that whole creator world.
So wrapping up the main points from our DRM News Global look at this,
Mm-hmm.
Streamer University really could be a pretty big deal for aspiring creators or even current ones wanting to level up.
For sure, having someone with Cenat's profile actively trying to formalize and share knowledge like this, it's definitely noteworthy.
Even if, a lot of the specifics, like the full curriculum, the exact enrollment process, are still kind of fuzzy.
Absolutely. The potential is clearly there, though. The vision, the names being mentioned, it suggests something potentially transformative, which leads to some bigger questions, I think.
Exactly. So just to quickly recap this DRM News global analysis, Cenat is launching Streamer University, planning a physical campus experience, and aiming high with potential guest instructors like Mr. Beast and Mark Rober.
And the really fascinating part, the thing that makes you pause, is this idea of a top-tier creator investing resources, time, energy into training people who could, down the line, be competing for the same viewers, the same attention.
Right. Which brings us to that final thought, something for you, the listener, to mull over. What does it actually mean when the established giants start actively training the next generation, the very people who might challenge their dominance?
Yeah, what does an initiative like this signal about where online content creation is heading? And maybe more importantly, what are the sort of long-term effects if this kind of high-level knowledge sharing becomes more common in the digital space?
It's definitely something to think about.